and he's playing against Letters, which from the replay description seems to be your loyalty, which I guess it should be a good game. I'll unpause right now. So there is Wehrmacht for Chris. Actually both players are called Chris, so I will just say Wehrmacht and Americans I never manage, so yeah. I'm expecting the Wehrmacht to be quite how to say that. He's often going for the base of his opponent, doing some crazy stuff. And yeah, most of the time it actually works, especially on Ogoville. You have an easy way to the base of your opponent. You can just go through this area and go in without being killed by the machine gun. On the other side it's possible, but it's really harder. So yeah, he's really in a good position for trying base rush. I'm kinda expecting it. And for the American we have standard play. Wehrmacht 2 so far, it's just 2 pioneers building Wehrmacht quarters, force Volks. And American is getting barracks and I guess rifleman. We'll see now the jeep first, so that's interesting. I'm not sure if the jeep will be there on time to push the pioneer from the fuel point. It will be kind of setting the Wehrmacht behind, but no, instead of going for pushing and preventing the cap, he's going for the first unit. I guess maybe he was expecting a machine gun. If there was a machine gun there, Wehrmacht will be in kinda bad position, but since it's a Volks, it's kinda nice for him. Still has to react to the jeep instead of connecting his territory though, so that's not that bad. And the machine gun is coming as a second unit. And American, since he got the jeep first, he doesn't have the rifleman. He would require to actually capture this strategic point to connect his resources. Yeah, it's a bit delaying it. I guess I would not recommend that capping order if you're going for jeep first. You should probably, when you're going for jeep first, no matter on the map, cap your strategic point with the first engineers, because otherwise you have no resources for so long as we see all of that side is not captured. Captured but not connected, so yeah, when you're starting with a jeep, don't use the same cap order as you would do if you started with rifleman. And Wehrmacht is getting solid Volks and the machine gun is behind. So at this point Wehrmacht is a bit extending. American can use that opportunity to reverse the cutoff point right there from the Wehrmacht. I'm guessing he will go for it. That's what you have to do when Wehrmacht is overextending this way. If you send all the 4 units, you will have like 1 rifleman and maybe the second rifleman, but this time it's a jeep against Wehrmacht, and Wehrmacht has no unit to take the cutoff. So yeah, also as Wehrmacht, I would advise to not get far from your cutoff like that, because you will be cut off. And I'm not sure, I guess machine gun may be on time, but you might have to retreat, because those riflemen are already close range and will deal lots of damage to the Volks. Still not retreating, those Volks have been quite killed, but not retreating allow to directly capture after, and losing 3 Volks doesn't cost more in manpower than losing 2 riflemen and 2 engineers, so that's kinda okay for the Wehrmacht to not have done it, but the next fight he will be reignite. And still absolutely no resources in that cutoff, that's really bad. And jeep came too late. If it came earlier it could have prevented the machine gun to set up, and then you could have charged with the rifleman. For some reason the jeep came too late, and the Wehrmacht managed to get his cutoff back and got one of the Volks. That's an EV Volks Grenadier strat. And finally the jeep pushing the machine gun correctly to prevent setting up. Nice jeep micro there. At this point for the American, I think he should go for bars, because he had the fuel and there's lots of Volks. So you want the bar to kill those guys against only one machine guns. That's what you want, but there's a second machine gun coming. He doesn't know it yet. Yeah, I don't know. The jeep is not repaired. Those guys are capping, but they will never manage it. Good move to not try to uncap. He should have used them to fight just all of his riflemen and the jeep before going for the cap. Nice focusing the pioneer. He might finish the squad if he's lucky. Yeah, nice. Nice focus firing. However, yeah, I'm not sure this one. I mean, all of the riflemen have been part of the fight, one after the other. That's not really the most effective way of playing, because you basically are losing all the fights. If that wasn't for that pioneer being completely killed, the American would be in a pretty bad manpower position at this point. Nice MG in the back, just outside. I mean, just in range for preventing the cutoff, though it's still happened, and the jeep will die. I'm not sure if that jeep was cost effective or not. Only 2 kills, but yeah, on the jeep it's not the kill that matters, but the impact it has in the game, like by pushing units and allowing for kills to other units. So yeah, it still died pretty fast. I'm not sure that jeep was cost effective at that moment. And once again, rifleman 1 being alone. I'm obviously forced to retreat. And instead of bars, there's motor pool, which is also a good thing. Basically, it's to do 2 main taking choices. As American, you either get fast M8 or fast bars, and he's going for the M8. And the Wehrmacht doesn't have tier 2 yet, so the M8 might actually work if it doesn't have to wait too long in manpower to build it. Yeah, he will have to wait. He cannot reinforce his rifleman and get the M8 on time, so he lost too much manpower in the early game. If that was for going fast M8, he could have just sit on his side of the map and just wait to have the appropriate amount of resources, I think. Anyway, there is a flank coming up. That flank might be working because once again the Wehrmacht units are kind of overextended, but those Volks are coming and those riflemen are in a bad position. They will have to retreat, and even though they retreat, if they retreat really soon, they might be killed on the retreat. But no, the Volks didn't. I mean, he should have put the Volks more in this position and followed them in the retreat to finish the squad. That M8 might... I'm not sure there's the pack, which will be on time after all. Let me think about it. We'll just see how it goes. Either way, it's fine. There's no mines from the Wehrmacht, so the M8 will not, I mean, run over one of them, obviously. I think it seems he's going for the base as he did with the jeep. Instead of going for the field, he's going straight for the base, and that might pay off actually if he gets on time before the pack is produced. I'm not sure why it's not on the road, because it will be faster. Yeah, I don't get it. If you're rushing the base, just rush it. And yeah, now we probably spotted the pack and he should be able to circle strafe it and kill it. The Wehrmacht is in a kinda bad position now since he doesn't have mines, he doesn't have grenadier to upgrade Panzerschreck, so that mage should just kill the pack. I'm not sure what he's doing there, or yeah, could be killing also the Volks instead of the pack. If you kill the Volks first, then there's no unit to recruit the pack afterwards. But yeah, I'm not sure why. That's such a good position. I mean, if you manage to put your mate behind the pack, you basically cannot be in a better position, and for some reason he didn't secret strafe it. Which is kinda sad, because now he might lose that mate to one, probably one Panzerfaust, or the pack would finish it on the retreat. I kinda don't get this. He's been lucky, but he's not escaping the base. And Yeah, I don't know. He might have lose it to the machine gun, bunker machine gun, and he's desperately trying to play a suicide mine. He could have, I think he could have escaped that by going backwards. It's kinda strange. And machine gun flank there, where is the second one? It's not in a good position, not sure what he's doing there. And yeah, once again, a flank coming, there's machine bunker covering the cutoff. It's really strange position. I mean, I would have put the bunker there with the arc of fry going, I mean, this way. I'm not sure why I put it there. It's, I guess, yeah, maybe if you put some machine gun inside you can also cover this arc. It's a really strange machine bunker, but I guess it's good since the Americans so much cut him off since the start. At least that bunker will prevent the cutoff quite easily. And there's an ARF truck and a mortar coming. I guess the ARF truck is always good to reinforce on the field. The mortar, I don't know. Yeah, I guess if it's a bit campy, like riflemen stalling like that in cover, then having a mortar is good. I'm kinda, yeah, I don't like, I mean, if you're going for fast damage and lose it like that without doing anything, it's like you just set up yourself behind. It's like you didn't almost take for anything, and it's kind of a waste. Wehrmacht is, yeah, is getting strong position. Todd is American players lots of victory points at that point in the game. Yes, 3 of them and already unticked 100 of them. So the Wehrmacht should be careful, and at some point in the game you have to move to the other side, at least to grab the victory points. The Americans should be floating so much fuel and munitions by now, and probably losing too much manpower. Actually not that much. It's getting an 80 gun and to counter the ARF truck, I guess, why not? It would have been, yeah, it's definitely a good idea actually. And he's getting reports upon center. I guess it might be a sniper, but I would not advise getting a sniper when there's the ARF truck. I don't know, I mean, yeah, with the 80 gun maybe, because otherwise if you're just sniping a machine gun near the ARF truck, the machine gun can keep reinforcing. And at some point, Volks and machine gun reinforcing, then they can just I mean, you're losing men and they are keeping reinforcing, so at some point they will be able to overrun you. However, if there is an 80 gun and a sniper, that might be another story, because then you can force the HT out of the field with the 80 gun and use a sniper to kill the units, so that's a nice combination of units. Otherwise I would also advise to get a mortar, since it's pretty static. On static fights like that, a mortar is always doing very good. Compared to a sniper, imagine a mortar shell landing on those guys, that would make a crazy amount of kills, and a sniper will just kill one guy at a time, so yeah, both are options. But I feel like mortar might be the best option in this case, I don't know. We'll see how it will go, since he's getting the sniper instead. You can also use the sniper on alt fry to spot for the 80 gun, it's also good. However, he should stop rushing like that. He knows there's those guys, machine gun. Those riflemen will do nothing but lose manpower. So he should back, not lose the 80 gun, not get overrun. There's actually a mortar firing under HQ, so those guys have to move out of there. And he still has no doctrine. Wehrmacht chose Firestorm, American of map artillery. Both are doing the same kind, since it's pretty static. You want those indirect fires units as mortars. I think Wehrmacht might be in a better position only because he has the mortars. And Firestorm might finish the 80 gun. Now he's nicely moving away, but you should be careful. One lucky shell could also finish the sniper. The Firestorm was kinda wasted after all, because it didn't kill anything, it seems. But the American keeps sending infantry and losing them. At at least, yeah, nicely got the elf truck. I guess, yeah, you also get the mortar, but this one can be reinforced. But since the elf truck is dead, you won't be able to reinforce on the field. Should have been much more careful knowing there was an 80 gun. And there's artillery. I don't agree with this one. I mean, American has no unit to push afterwards, and actually it paid for itself because it killed that mortar. And I'm surprised of that because you treat it like right in time. So actually this one was effective, but I wouldn't have given it much chance to actually be effective. So if you're playing for your experience, how do you kill that? It's like your expected value from the off map. It wasn't the best one. It actually worked, but and yeah, since the arc truck is down, that sniper can pick the machine gun, and the Wehrmacht should do something against that. I think since he has so much resources, he should be taking maybe to tier 3, getting stuck to force American to... I mean, there's an 80 gun, but maybe getting nibbles or so, since it's very static. But not staying in tier 2, he definitely needs something to counter the sniper by that. I mean, by now he could get a bike and a counter snipe, or he could get vehicles or stuff like that. I don't know. And I'm not sure why the American is running all out of cover like that. He should be sitting in cover and focus firing the Wehrmacht. Yeah, because of that he's forced to retreat, and finally Wehrmacht is moving to the other side for the victory point. That was necessary. I don't know, I feel like I'm not sure if those players know what they're doing or what they actually want to do. Yeah, Wehrmacht taking to tier 3, that's nice. Maybe it came a bit late, it could have come sooner than that. But it's still good to get it now. And the American, I have the feeling the American will have a really hard way to get into the late game. With Infantry, he could already afford the howitzer, but I'm not sure if it's what he needs on this game. Wehrmacht is going for the V1. I mean, at least he already has Firestorm, so if there is an howitzer, it might be killed quite easily by Wehrmacht with the V1. So howitzer might not help him in this case. He's far from map group. It doesn't have tank depot, and he's basically behind, mostly in manpower. He should get the supply yard upgrade, I think. Yeah, I'm sure about that. He should get it to reduce the upkeep of his units. I think getting this another M8 at this point in the game, I don't know. It's M8 is always good for our thing, but it would have been so much better to not lose the other one. He should be focus firing the flamers with the bar on the house. Nicely microed. I might finish that squad. Yeah, I think after all this M8 might be a good one because the Wehrmacht still only has that one pack, and the M8 can prevent Wehrmacht from harassing the other side of the map as he did now. But the M8 won't be able to counter correctly. I think it's tier 4 coming, so this will definitely not counter it. So yeah, sniper, I'm not sure why he's holding fire. I guess he's expecting a counter snipe, but I feel like he could be using it more. Those flamers are probably going to kill that machine gun if he's not getting out of their ASCP. There's the M8, so that MG is in a bad position. And there's Volks to come. Those flame engineers might do some damage if they're in the building. They might be careful though, because yeah, the retreat path nicely macroed to get out by that door instead of this one. And the other side is basically covered by only that bunker. I should get demolition charges to finish that bunker, so he could cut off the other side. And he could also, there's only one machine gun, he could flank him quite easily when Wehrmacht's on the other side. And the mate is being shot by the pack, but he's moving out. Should be safe. American, let's have a look. at what he's doing. He's doing nothing. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid. I don't know if he has a plan. Maybe he should do something like spamming snipers to completely negate all infantry and machine gun. Get tours and the mortar. That's also nice to kill the bunker, but he could have get also alternate the AT gun and use the AT gun to kill the bunker with the mortar. I feel like the mortar came a bit late. He should have come when the Wehrmacht was camping there, or not anymore at this point in the game. I feel at this point in the game he could just get 2 or 3 snipers and just negate infantry and then send his infantry and made by himself, and if the Wehrmacht doesn't have any more infantry then it's kinda win game. He could also go for tank depot, but I'm not sure about that. It's a lot of taking resources once again. Now he's getting the howitzer finally, so we'll see how it goes. You should be careful with the mate near the mortar because it could lose the engine. And since there's only one pack that the mate can easily harass one side and then the other, it's really nice play. Those grenadiers without veterancy are really free veterancy for riflemen with bars, and you should be careful with them. And nice second mate correctly harassing the map, forcing the Wehrmacht player out. And the howitzer will aim for that machine gun, but that's kind of... I don't know, if you get a lucky shot then you finish the machine gun, like this one. It was kinda almost perfect lucky shot, and sometimes it will completely miss. This one extremely nice. Right on the machine gun, 3 shots right on it. I'm not even sure we did that. That's really cool when I do that from that long range. It's like I will have one shell firing. I mean, being so far from my target that it's not ever worth it. But this time, yes, I mean, yeah, nice. He killed the machine gun. That almost already paid for itself by killing that machine gun. That's really nice and lucky, I want to say, yeah, a bit. He should definitely get the AT gun, I guess he will do, and he will see the Panzer IV. He will get... he's producing another one, I think. And I'm not sure if going EV on AT gun is a good idea against I think this kind of thing. Because there's the firestorm, and the firestorm can kill the AT guns, or at least decrew them. However, if you went for tank depot on M10, you might be safer, and he could also chase away the escaping tanks. With the AT gun you cannot chase away the tanks, so if they're playing if the Wehrmacht is playing conservatively with the tank, the AT gun cannot finish it, and the Wehrmacht can just build a bigger and bigger army over time. But I don't know, if he's being too aggressive, AT gun might be better. And also, as I said earlier, tank depot would be so much resources in taking once again that it might be better to just get what he already had. Oh, that's unfortunate. That Panzer IV killed 3 riflemen before they recruit the AT gun, so he lost the full squad. That's really sad. And that one AT gun is being circle strafed by the Panzer IV, but there's the other one, but there's the edge. Oh, and sticky bombs. That might be a dead Panzer IV, but yes, I said if he's hiding behind that, the AT gun might not be able to chase the Panzer IV down. If he had an M10, would be dead for sure. And there is the V1 coming very soon. I hope he uses it to kill the howitzer. And yeah, that Panzer IV, it was like almost a dead Panzer IV, and he actually will get away just because that's an AT gun and not another kind of anti-tank. And one painful rifleman squad loss, veteran C2. That will set the Americans so behind. That mortar, I'm not sure what it's doing alone on that side of the map. You should keep it in the center of the map behind the edge and firing at Wehrmacht. Yeah, as I said, that the mate actually might finish the Panzer IV if he's going to the back. A nice sniper in the back also. killing, I think it was the machine gun. I think, yeah, the machine gun is down. That's nice. Nicely done, but yeah, I feel both players are kinda throwing units away and kinda for no reason. Those two riflemen lost and the Panzer IV lost. Then now the M8 lost. Not near the other M8 lost. It's like both players are keeping being in the game only because the other one is losing as much units as the first one does. I guess, yeah, it's a valid reason to win if you lose. I mean, if you lose just less units than your opponent, yeah, you can still win. But it's much more convincing. I mean, yeah, I can say convincing when there's actually a good win because both players are keeping their units alive and using it at their best. And interesting base rush. I never saw that kind of base rush before. Those guys will die and give free veterancy to riflemen, but they're probably spotting for the V1 on the howitzer, and I'm not sure what the rifleman was chasing it this way. They should have gone the other way and could have finished the squads. I've never seen someone going into the base by that way. That's really nice. And V1, as I expected, really nice. V1 even better than I expected because it's also killed the supply yard and the machine gun emplacement, so that's really worth it. V1. And the Wehrmacht is now making an amount of tank. He should be getting veterancy 1. I'm not sure why he's not playing with veterancy. When you use tanks, you really need the veterancy 1. That's ever for your first tank, that's worth it. That's really a mistake to not get it. It's not ever like, yeah, I don't get it so I can get more units. That's only 200 manpowers, and it's really worth it. And yeah, the Wehrmacht has been pushed completely out of the field because he lost the 2 machine guns, so there's nothing to prevent the infantry to get in. And I feel the sniper has been using so carelessly, being alone like that. A bike could have killed it so quickly already before the sniper got an impact, because both players are not using mines and the sniper is kinda alone. So yeah, definitely you should, if you're in such position, you want to get a bike. And now there's the Panzer IV coming. I think he could be safely going on the base and finish that one, since he probably saw the AT gun there. Can go in the base and might be able to. And there's actually nice off-map shot. He sent the sniper to spot for that and used off-map artillery on the Panzer IV being repaired, and it killed the Pioneer repairing it. However, yeah, it even killed. Yeah, that was once again bad micro by Wehrmacht player. When he saw that, he should have just backed up the tank far away instead of letting it die like that. That's kinda painful. And there is voice capping on the other side, and victory point in favor of Wehrmacht. I think the American player is completely cut off at that point. Yeah, he has absolutely no resources. That's crazy. Yeah, that's really crazy. He lost the whole cut-off point, and he's losing his side of the map. That sniper might die to the Panzer IV if he's not retreating as soon as possible, but he did. Nice. And there's one AT gun. I'm not sure what one AT gun might be able to do against the Panzer IV, but the other one is there too. I'm afraid he should be keeping them at long range though. I'm not sure why he's using AT gun nearby like that. And as I was afraid, there's the Firestorm on the AT gun, and might be another rifleman loss. I'm not sure why the Wehrmacht's not chasing them away. He could have finished that rifleman. That's, yeah, a rifleman. And finally the tank depot. I'm feeling came a bit late. 1 or 2 AT gun were nice, but that third one was definitely not worth it, especially since it's already dead. So I have the, yeah, I really have the feeling tank depot is a good choice. If it, maybe he could get off map group instead. He's only 1 CP away, so getting an off map goal might be cheaper in the long run than getting M10 in tank depot. And nicely marked Panzer IV running out of the buildings and killed the sniper, I think. Oh no, it's not the sniper, it was some rifleman. And yeah, I guess it will finally go down, but while the American was busy like that, the Wehrmacht used that opportunity. That's so nice, really nice to get the whole map behind. And that's what you want to do when you're pushing for the base and keeping your opponent busy, just cap the map and be nice with it. And yeah, nicely getting, I think it's nice at that point in the game. I know I was going to say to rebuild the machine gun, but actually it's still the same since it has 11 kills. So I'm not sure where was that machine gun during all the time. I'm not sure, really not. And there's one more Panzer IV coming, it's 3 OS. You should have get the veterancy on them instead of building more of them. That would have kept them all alive. And the pack, I'm not sure what it was doing alone without any cover, but it might be decrewed by the rifleman and give them one more AT gun now to counter Panzer IV. And Wehrmacht is flirting lots of resources. He should be getting Night soldiers, and he could get 2 more of them, and with that he could easily overrun the sniper, overrun the AT guns, overrun the infantry, and basically win the game kinda easily. I'm not sure why he's not doing that and floating so much resources. The American is actually using a tech move to finish the pack instead of getting it for himself. Yeah, why not, I guess. I don't know. I would have taken it, I think, but it's not a bad move to completely kill it, since it's more beneficial to Wehrmacht than American to have the pack on the field. And there's one more Panzer IV coming, and still those 2 AT guns. And tank depot now. If there's an M10, Panzer IV will really be in trouble, especially since the pack is down. With 2 AT guns and an M10, you can easily kill Panzer IV. However, the American also lost so much infantry, as I said earlier, that it doesn't really have anything to prevent those guys from running on the base. And there's a firestorm on the tank depot. I absolutely have no idea if it will kill it or not. I really don't know. Probably not, but it's completely damaged. That's really nice firestorm actually. It completely killed the M10 when it went out of the tank depot, and then to set that AT gun is alone and Night can overrun him. So nicely, really nice combination defined by the Wehrmacht. Firestorm to kill the M10, and then running over the AT gun that will really put the American player behind. And the tank depot basically was useless. And for some reason he's yet again getting an AT gun. Why would you get an AT gun when there is sniper soldiers on your base and Panzer IV? I don't know. Yeah, it's because it doesn't have fuel for another M10, but then he should be cancelling it and waiting for the F-map combat group and spare some manpower. He's sure to get at least an AT gun or one M10 with it, so that would be much better to use the F-map. He cancelled the AT gun, so he will nicely get the F-map, I think. And the tank depot might go down, completely waste. It didn't produce any unit that had any impact on the game. And finally, AT gun used at long range. Is there units to cover it? Only those really low health riflemen. And that sniper, the Necro soldiers, might be able to overrun them once again. I'm not sure why that machine gun is firing at buildings instead of being turned towards those infantry. I really don't know. I guess he was expecting the AT gun to get out. And Veteran C3 rifleman, don't lose a squad. But on the other hand, yeah, don't lose it, but if you retreat you might lose it, so just hide behind something until you actually can save it. That MG might go down. It might kill the rifleman before, I'm not sure, he should really move his CP. And actually the MG doesn't have the appropriate side range on the rifleman and it died instead. That's crazy, both players losing so much units. It's fun and painful at the same time. I think it's more painful than fun actually, because it's just, I mean, just stupid guys, don't lose units. It's the first rule you wanna teach to newcomers to COH. It's keep units alive. It's cheaper to reinforce guys than building new squads. Obviously cheaper to reinforce, to repair the tanks than building them again, so you don't want to lose all of those squads and producing them again. It's really not effective. But since both players are doing it, they're both still in the game. So that's really strange. And how far is the off-map group? He could be calling it. I'm not sure why it was not. I finally did. And got 280 gun and mortar rifleman. That's kinda lucky and unlucky at the same time. It's nice to get 280 gun, but it would have been much better if that was an M10. If only one M10 instead of 280 gun would have been better. And there's an extremely nice firestorm once again, completely killing that off-map group. Both 80 guns have been decrewed, mortar almost died, rifleman has been forced to retreat. So that's really nice. Wehrmacht has been using really nicely firestorm since the start of this game, except the first one, which was kinda wasted in there. All the others have been really useful for him. I think it actually killed the rifleman squad. It didn't even just kill guys, it annihilated the full squad. That's crazy. So much squad loss. That's really crazy. And that sniper still alone. He should definitely get a bike since so long. If he took care of that sniper with the bike, that game would be over since a long time, I feel. Because sniper finished the machine gun, and it's not the first one. It allowed to spot for them there and throw artillery on some Panzer IV and all of that. And there's now a pretty impressive tank blob, which will easily kill 80 guns alone. It should be focus firing the 80 gun and then take care of the other one. But since they are so low health, he should just go away, I think, and just... yeah, he should just reinforce, repair them. He should reinforce, I mean not reinforcing, getting new pioneers and repairing the tanks instead of losing them on the base. Like, it's just trying to kill more units than what he would lose himself. That's just crazy. Just build tank army. You already have 4 tanks. If you repair them, then you can easily overrun the opponent. It would be worth it if at least the 80 gun were completely killed instead of just the crew, but also killing the gun, then it's worth it. But there's so much 80 gun crew sitting on the American base, you can recruit them. And force retreats, interesting. Thanks to that, there's no sticky bomb and you might be able to finish that 80 gun. Yeah, it should be died. It should be dead, yeah, there it is. And he should definitely be using an attack move to finish all of those 80 gun. And still no veterancy for those tanks, that's painful. We need the veterans one. American base almost completely destroyed. I have the feeling that might be the end soon. Nice 80 gun once again, killing from long range. And I feel the mark was a bit off there because it's not escaping on time. Could have gone away much earlier. And that veterancy 3 rifleman should be able to kill the Necro soldiers quite easily. The Wehrmacht is once again floating so much resources. He has the King Tiger soon. But it's not a reason to float resources. Get pioneers, repair those tanks, I mean. What is that kind of thing? Just get pioneers and repair them. Get veterancy, get stuff, just don't float resources like that. Sniper sitting there, kept the point. And finally Necros will be down. American player is waiting for the off-map, I guess. I hope for him you will get an M10 this time, because that's really what you need to finish and chase those low health tank. and only one pioneers. I'm not sure why. Definitely needs more than that to repair those tanks. And only now we decided to kill the Etigan, but there's the other one finishing easily from rear armor. Man, it's really strange. Both guys have like no units. And yeah, finally an M10, that's really good, and 2 riflemen, that's also good. Yeah, obviously it would have been ever better with Rangers instead. And that M10 it shouldn't be wasted like that. I'm not sure if he's going for the base alone, but he should be waiting for the units instead. Yeah, he nicely sitting there. And I feel he should go over capping the map. He should not recruit of the city guns. He should just cap the map, especially the cutoff, to put the Wehrmacht there out of population cap and resources. I'm not sure why he's capping this. He should be... I guess it's too long in the game to think about it, I don't know. But if that was in the early game, that would be sure the guy would go for the cutoff. I'm not sure why it doesn't anymore at this point. Victory point is always nice, obviously, but I mean, yeah, putting your opponent out of pop cap is ever stronger in the late game, because you can have lots of strong units. In the early game, population cap doesn't matter much, but because both have infantry. But in the late game, when both players getting strong units as tanks, it can be really the game deciding to put the opponent out of population cap. And that Austrian is going suicide once again. There's the Etigan, the M10 will be able to chase it down this time. Rifleman not capping, I'm not sure why. Those sitting in the base, I'm also not sure why. He should be using his units together. Those riflemen shouldn't be sitting there. And I'm not sure that machine gun is not ever suppressing the guys, and sadly lost M10 because M10 was alone. It's kinda sad. And however, yeah, those riflemen will definitely kill the Nyquist soldiers. And Wehrmacht seems to... I'm not sure what, once again going for the base. And King Tiger finally on the field. I'm afraid it's not going to work nicely if it's standalone like that, but I guess it will keep busy the Etigan while the other units will killing the base. That V1 might finish the HQ and the supply yard, and then that will be annihilation. Wehrmacht is so close to be losing by victory point, and if he's not able to cap them, he should definitely go for that annihilation. And yeah, V1, and that might be the end of the game in really not long time. As soon as the HQ is down, the American is actually getting a forward HQ, so that might save him for a bit longer. If he's getting it on time, that will be really close. And yeah, I think it couldn't have been better timed. 1 second later, and the American would be completely... I mean, that would be the end of the game. And he actually got this, but he should be careful, because if he loses the cutoff, the HQ will be negated, and that will also be the end of the game. So he should be really careful to cover that cutoff. And while he doesn't have his HQ, he cannot call any more off map, and he cannot get more units. Sorry for that. So yeah, I think he can still reinforce near this. I'm not sure if he can get engineers to repair his HQ. I hope he can, because otherwise he will be fucked up. And the Antigan being recruited. It might die though to the next King Tiger shot because it's really low on health. Yeah, as expected. And those guys with Infantry might be able to kill the King Tiger with sticky bombs because that's crazy damages. If the American is retreating and there's a Panzer IV on his base, he might lose all of the squads. And that sniper still being alone. I really cannot explain why he's not getting back. That's really out of... That doesn't make any sense, I mean. An American desperately trying to win by victory point. This one is actually white. And he should be capping it. I mean, why is not doing it? Yeah, he's finally capping it, so if the Wehrmacht doesn't negate that point before the victory point is raised, the American player will win by victory point. And yeah, it will be the case. I'm pretty sure American will take this game. I don't see Wehrmacht uncapping this on time. Yeah, that's it. End of the game. Win for American. Well, this game was really strange. A bit boring in the end because both guys kept losing so much units. I don't know. I feel, yeah, actually it's only my personal opinion, but I don't really enjoy this kind of games where both players are doing so much mistakes, and when the game is actually being long because of mistakes instead of being because both players are playing nicely. So that's not the game I like personally. Maybe you guys do like it. If it's your preference, then obviously you like it. There's no problem about that. But yeah, I don't know, both players doing so much mistakes, losing so much squad, Wehrmacht not getting back to easily kill that sniper, not getting veterancy and losing so much tanks. American not really, I don't know, with sort of those AT guns, not really using them effectively. Nice firestorms though by the Wehrmacht, really cool. Also some nice arty shot by American. But yeah, guys, please stop throwing units away like that. It's the rule #1 in COH. It keeps your units alive. So just hope we can improve and work on that to make ever better games. So thanks for posting this replay, and thanks you guys for watching my shotcast, and see you in a bit for another one. I will do I don't know, actually I think I will record a lot of them today, but it might take longer before I can encode them and post them all. So yeah, I will just record them and I'll just post them over the next couple of hours or a couple of days, even if I make them all now. So just stay tuned, and you should check the channels for more games. Check also the other I posted yesterday, first person cast as I'm playing. As I've been requested to do that, I gave you some, so you should be going to check that definitely. And yeah, see you for the next.